Mamoru Uchiha and Tomura Shigaraki are two very similar characters. Both are major antagonists that were ultimately used to further the plans of the big bad of the series, and both also had the biggest roles of any villains in their respective war arcs. But who would win in a fight if Shigaraki showed up in an alternate reality where Madara had won the 4th Ninja War? Now, before I start the video, I want everyone to get rid of their biases. I want you to be completely neutral. If you think Naruto characters are weak because you don't like the series, or you think My Hero characters are weak because it's a new gen, or because you don't like the fandom, then this video isn't for you. This is just my interpretation of these characters and where they scale and how they interact with each other in a fight. So, let's get one thing out of the way right off the bat. Madara is a lot stronger than Shigaraki. With the Ten Tails, Madara would scale to Naruto and Sasuke, who were able to create a moon in a feat that required borderline large planet levels of power. And even though Madara doesn't really compare to Kaguya, he would still be in the small star ranges of power if we say Kaguya can create actual stars. Along with this, characters like Hagoromo, who, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not too familiar with Naruto's inverse scaling, should be equals with Ten Tails Madara, and Hagoromo was able to move the moon with the help of Hamaru, which comes out to planetary. This means Madara is definitely in the planetary +2 small star ranges of power, and Shigaraki just doesn't compare. Now, I've scaled My Hero many times, so go watch any of those videos if you want more detail on the scaling, but Shigaraki would scale to Prime All Might, who is 60 times stronger than this feat performed by Deku and Bakugo, which means that Shigaraki is in the high multi-continental ranges of power. And even highballed, he would at best be small planetary using this feat from 9 and then multiplying that by 60. But power doesn't really matter in this matchup, because both characters can one-shot each other. While a punch from Madara wouldn't really kill Shigaraki due to his regeneration, a large attack would do the trick. But due to decay, Shigaraki can also kill Madara just by touching him, or by touching the ground and then having Madara also be touching the ground. So to find the real winner of this battle, we will need to know whose abilities would help them and who's faster. So let's talk about abilities and hacks. Madara's kit is very stacked. He can fly, heal, and use a bunch of large-scale ninjutsus in a very short amount of time. He can also create clones of himself that exist in an invisible world, and he's also able to negate any ninjutsu through the truth-seeking orbs. Orbs that can also probably erase matter. Madara also has a plethora of resistances, including poison resistance, mind manipulation resistance, soul manipulation resistance, and many other resistances. Shigaraki also possesses a large pool of abilities. He can turn anything he touches to dust, he can fly, he can shoot radio waves, he has attack reflection, body control and limb creation, air manipulation, biological adaptation, and a powerful form of regeneration, to the point where you would need to vaporize him in order to kill him. He also has resistances to stuff like mind manipulation and pain. Both possess powerful hacks and abilities, but neither one has anything that would negate the other person's ability to one-shot the other. Madara is able to fly, which does give him the advantage when it comes to avoiding decay, since Shigaraki's ability to decay the ground is rendered useless. Now, Shigaraki's quirks don't really give him any advantages. The only useful abilities would be his biological adaptation and damage reflection, but that is rendered kinda useless, as he would need to take damage for it to take effect. And if Shigaraki gets hit, then he's pretty much dead. Another problem that Shigaraki would face is the Limbo clones. Shigaraki is able to sense hundreds of people around him thanks to Ragdoll's quirk, but there isn't anything to suggest that Shigaraki could sense the Limbo clones, since they do exist on another plane of existence. And even though Madara never used it as a Jinchuriki, Madara does still have access to the Susanoo, and the Susanoo does seem like it could stop decay, but Shigaraki has been shown to be able to decay raw energy turned physical, like we see in his fight with Redestro. So I do believe he could decay the Susanoo, but I'm not even sure if Madara would use it, since he never used it after obtaining Sixth Path Chakra. Madara also has access to the Izanagi if he were to be decayed. That is, of course, as long as Madara can use it in time. So there are a lot of problems that Shigaraki would face trying to decay Madara, but it all really comes down to if Madara can even keep up with Shigaraki in the first place. Speed scaling in Naruto is really just all over the place, but I'll be using what's the most consistent, and that is the FTL to maybe even FTL plus ranges of speed. We know someone like KCM1 Naruto is able to dodge the Raikage, which comes out in the light speed ranges, and 6-path Naruto could dodge the light effect, which comes out between relativistic and FTL. Now, I'll immediately have to talk about pre-time skip Naruto being light speed, which comes from Haku being light speed with the ice mirrors. Haku being light speed with the ice mirrors only applies when he reflects between them, not when he jumps out of them to attack. There is a very clear difference, and the only time Sasuke reacts is when Haku jumps out of the mirror. So Madara should consistently be in the FTL, possibly even FTL plus ranges of speed. So how does Shigaraki compare to this? Well, Shigaraki does of course scale to 45% Deku in terms of speed, and 20% Deku during the second movie would be equal to someone like Chujiro-kun, who was able to move at around 1.2 times faster than the speed of light when reacting to the naval laser. And yes, the naval laser is light speed. Not only does it function like light, but it's also been implied to move at light speed by 13. If 20% Deku could move at 1.2 times faster than the speed of light, then 100% Deku would be 6 times faster than the speed of light. Current 45% Deku would then be 60 times faster due to the All Might multiplier, which would scale Shigaraki to around the 360 times faster than the speed of light ranges. And this kind of speed is actually very consistent, as Deku during the third movie can move at 65% the speed of light at 20%, Iron Mike can move at 20% the speed of light, Sword and Stripes can move at 50% the speed of light, Hawks, while literally dying, can move at 1.2 times faster than the speed of light, and Fox 100% Deku can move at 5.5 times faster than the speed of light. And most impressive of all is Bakugo, while amped by Gear Shift, being able to move at speeds of up to 1,800 times the speed of light, and Shigaraki can talk to Deku in that time frame. All in all, Shigaraki is very consistently in these 300 to 2,000 times faster than the speed of light ranges, which is far faster than Madara, who is really nowhere near that. So who wins? While Shigaraki does far outscale when it comes to speed, I still think Madara could win. Let me be clear. If this had been pretty much any other My Hero character, Madara would have destroyed them. But because of decay and the speed difference, Shigaraki does have a very high chance of winning. And this is why I put a disclaimer at the start of the video, because a lot of people are going to get unnecessarily mad in the comments, and I just know this. And if you're one of them, then I have one thing to say to you. These are fictional characters. Why are you getting so mad over fictional characters fighting? Anyway, if you want me to scale any other characters, or you want me to do other versus battles, then leave a comment telling me what character you would like me to scale, or what versus battle you would like me to do. Anyway, I hope this video opened your eyes to the reality of new gen characters being stronger than you think. This is Debunk, signing out.